Alright, let's do it. Alright.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Trust, a.k.a. Louisiana, and we have Beatdown as my co-host, and we have two very special guests, Hostility and Fatal. I'm going to talk about their history in VFL so far. I'm going to start off with Fatal. Fatal has Walter Payton. He was the Walter Payton of the Year, a two-time Alumni Hunt Trophy winner, two-time Super Bowl winner, QB of the Year, MVP, Pro Bowler, and he is retired. How do you feel about that, Fatal?
About being retired?
Yeah, like, how do you feel about being retired? Like, you're a champion to me.
It's nice being retired, watching the league go on and everything, and watching the league play out. But it's a great being a two-time Super Bowl champion, World Champion of the Year, and I enjoyed my time playing. Everything about it.
Then you have Hostility, two-time Super Bowl winner, Super Bowl MVP, QB of the Year, two-time Alumni Hunt Trophy winner, Pro Bowler, Rookie of the Year, and commish. And also Fatal was Pro Bowl also. How do you feel about being the new commish this year, Hostility?
I mean, I've got some big shoes to fill. Fatal did a great job. Everything's running pretty smooth, though. We need to cut back on our forfeits. I like to see the forfeits come down a little bit, but other than that, the league's running really smooth.
Definitely. I'm going to start off with you, Hostility, with questions, and then Beatdown's going to go to Fatal with questions. But question one, why did you step up to take the commissioner job after Fatal?
Well, I mean, Fatal and I basically, when he was here, we did things together. We ran this league together, so I felt like I had a pretty good knowledge of what was going on, and I just felt like, it was time for me to step up and play a bigger role.
Okay. How are you going to progress the league for the future in the VFL?
Well, our goal is to ultimately go up in teams. We need to go up at least 4. I'd like to go up 8, but finding owners right now is kind of a problem. We need to get some of these GMs and AGMs trained so we've got the owners. We've got the numbers. We've got, 10 guys on every training camp, and these guys are wanting to play, but until we've got the owners and the quality of owners we need, we just can't jump.
How do you feel about being on the Empire with Hutch this season?
Well, that Empire thing, now that ain't me. I didn't start the Empire. I don't know about all that Empire stuff. But playing with Hutch is great, and we got some good players this year. We're just going to try to give it a shot and see where we end up.
Awesome. All right, Beatdown.
First of all, for Fatal, I just gotta give props up to him for being a great commissioner in the league. Thanks for all the stuff he did for us and all that. And one of the questions I have to ask for you, do you miss it? I mean, do you miss playing and stuff?
Of course, you enjoy enjoying the competition and playing every week, 3 times a week. But it's also nice to not be in control of everything for a little bit. I mean, the time off is it does get stressful, as Hostility knows. But I definitely miss being there and playing.
Another question I have for you, what do you think is the best thing you did for this league? Since you was commissioner and, you helped build it up and stuff.
Just helping recruiting, getting more players involved, just increasing, the amount of members we had and players, and increasing competition level, because, that's been a big thing since I've been in the league. It started off pretty low, and it's just increased every season, and it's still increasing now. Hostility's commissioner, and it should just keep going up and up every season.
Alright, another question I have for you too is, I know you're retired, but I know you do your media site and stuff. Who do you think, which team, what's your top NFC team, your top AFC team, do you see competing for the Super Bowl right now? I know it's early and stuff, but, as of right now, who do you see making it to the Super Bowl?
well, you guys are 7-0, so it's hard not to pick you, but talent-wise, I still like the Giants and the Packers. They're the top two teams in the NFC, and I mean, the Seahawks will still be in the conversation as well. And AFC, I like the Ravens and the Titans. I don't know if the Titans have the depth, but the Ravens look pretty good as well.
All right. Well, that's all the questions I have for you. Thanks.
Okay. We have a group questions about some things, but one of the questions: do you think there is a rivalry between the Packers, the Giants, and the Cowboys, even though they're in the NFC North Division? Let's start off with you, B. Down.
These are three really good teams. You got Packers, you got Hutch, ATM, Hostility, Redwater, all Hall of Famers, like right there. And then, they also got a couple of Pro Bowlers on the team, Brownies, and, and they also got quarterback one got stick and stuff. So, they have a really good team. And then, you got Giants, who, Dan just won the Super Bowl, and then, he teamed up with his brother Champaloo, and then, Outlaw, and them. And they're really good too. And, and then you got Dallas, you got, the beat down party combination. A talented line that can win, and then they also picked up Cavius and JoJo wrestling man. And then, so, I do see these teams, like, especially between the Packers and Giants having a rivalry, because, Hostility and Dan played on the same team last year, and Redwater did too, so, honestly, if that was me, I kind of have a little rivalry against them, see who did better. But, as far as the Cowboys, the Packers, and Giants, I could see a little bit, because, they're all trying to fight for that, top division spot, and see who's going to win, the division stuff and all that. But, yeah, that's basically it.
Are the Texans a surprise? Oh, actually, let me go to Hostility with the same question. That's my fault. Do you think there's a rivalry? Yeah.
There's definitely a rivalry. There's no doubt about it. Everybody knows there's tension between Dan and I in the all season, and I left for my reasons, and he's got his reasons for saying the things he said, but. There's always been competition between me and Dan and Champ. We've always went head at it. I think it's good for the league, to have a little bit of competition, have the rivalry. As far as Dallas, I pretty much get along with all you guys. There's really no rivalry there. You guys are really good, and we're going to be chasing you this year. You got a good team, but I definitely think there's a rivalry more in the NFC. It seems this season because a lot of the competition, a lot of the depth is in the NFC. I think.
What about you, Fatal?
Yeah, definitely the Giants and the Packers. You just see them go back and forth on the forums, and even Dan on your guys' show, his comments about the Packers. As far as the Cowboys, I don't think so. Even as Tilly said, there would be competing with them, but you don't see each other gunning at each other, making remarks like Dan has. So I don't see a rivalry. It should be a very heated battle for the division title.
Okay, next question. Are the Texans a surprise team for this season, even though their record's 5-2 in the AFC? Let's start with you, B-Down.
Last season, Romo 09 to win 82. He was at first he was, I believe, the AGM for the AFL Cowboys last season, and Colossal Chicken, took VFL ownership and then retired. But Romo made it to the AFL Super Bowl last year, so I expected him doing great things, so it wasn't surprising to me. He drafted a good team, Q-Bound Xbox and Dan Prodigy and Pure Instincts. This team is I do see this team winning their division in the AFC and going far.
What about you, Hostility?
With the Texans, it's early in the season. He's a new owner in the VFL. He's got some experience in the AFL. They are kind of surprising me at 5-2. I don't know that they have the depth to make a push in the playoffs, but I think they've got enough depth that they'll make the playoffs and at least make a run at it.
Fatal?
I mean, for now they're surprising, but it's really early into the season, 7 games in. They do have some nice victories against the Ravens and the Titans, but it's just too early for me. I'm not really surprised with any starts. I mean, even the Lions 0-7. I don't know. It's just too early. It's 1 weekend, not even 7 games. So
Definitely. Can the Cowboys keep the undefeated streak for tonight to go 9-0? Let's start with you, B-Down.
Unfortunately, I'm going to say no. Cowboys play the New York Giants, who are 3-4, and then the Green Bay Packers, who are 4-3. Both these teams are predicted one of the best teams in the NFC. So I know the Cowboys are going to give 110% out there, but in the end, I just don't see them winning both games. I see them winning one, but I just don't see them going 9-0 after tonight. I don't.
What about you, Hostility?
Cowboys lose to the Packers tonight.
Fatal?
I mean, if they're playing Hostility's line, I'm saying that's a loss. I mean, Hostility, Redwater, and Insanity, that's a pretty good line there. I don't see them losing. Maybe they'll beat the Giants. I don't know who the Giants are sending out, but it's a good start regardless of what the Cowboys do tonight.
Definitely. Alrighty. We have some games that were played yesterday. Big games. Patriots beating the Bears 24-21 in overtime. We have the Chargers beating the Raiders 37-31. Ravens beating the Giants 21-14. Jets smacking the Steelers 68-16. Houston Texans beating the Steelers 17-10. And Lions taking two big losses again. That real close games, like always. They lost to the Panthers 26-23 and lost to the Raiders 31-21. And some games of the night. I really want to see Detroit win a game. They are playing against the Saints, and the Saints are 1-6. So I have Detroit Lions winning this game. What about you, B-Down?
Yeah, honestly, I do see Detroit winning this game, and right now they're looking like I believe the 08 Lions. I mean, they only won a couple games that year, but Casey, he's always been an owner to come back from that. Last year he started off 4-15, came back, made playoffs. So I'm not really worried, but I do have one question too. I gotta give a shout out to Revolution's line from the Carolina Panthers. They were losing 27-10 in the fourth quarter against the Jets and came back and won in overtime. So I've got to give props to them because that is hard to do in one quarter. But that's basically all I got.
What about you, Hostility?
I think it's way too early to count Detroit out. I mean, if you look at their strength of schedule, it's like a .78, almost a .8, and that's incredibly high, especially, your first 7-8 games. So it's way too early to count them out. I definitely think they can beat the Saints tonight, and I honestly think they can make a push and get into one of those wild card spots for the playoffs.
Definitely. What about you, Fatal?
I mean, I'd like to see them win a game. I didn't think they'd make the playoffs this year because I don't know anyone on their roster. And, obviously I don't get to play Madden much now, so I don't know any of those players. But I think, they'll even up eventually here sometime in the middle of the season. But I'd like to see them win tonight and, start making the NFC North a little bit closer.
Definitely. And one more game of the night is the Cowboys versus the Packers. Who do you have winning this game? Beat down.
I know I'm going to hear a lot of stuff for this. I'm going to say the Dallas Cowboys, and this is why. You got Big Nato, Smokey, and Cavius, who are 2 against ATM, One Gat Stick, and honestly, I don't know if they're halfback onto that. But I don't know ATM's record. Do you know Hostility? Is he 2-0 or 1-0?
He's 1-0.
1-0. So this will probably be a really big matchup tonight. But honestly, in the end, I see Cavus and them winning. I'm gonna say 13-10. I'm gonna say it's a couple field goal games. It's gonna be a hard game though. There's gonna be a lot of field goals in this game. But 13-10 Dallas Cowboys.
I mean, I'm obviously picking the Packers. ATM, I think, shuts down Cavius tonight. Warren's got probably a better offense than I do as far as, his play calling. They're definitely the best line on our team, so I definitely got us, tonight in that game.
Fatal?
I mean, now that I know the lines, it's tough to throw 5 touchdowns, no interceptions so far this season. But, I got to go with the Packers still. They have so much star power, and that ATM line looks good. And I like them to win this game.
Definitely. Thank you guys so much for being on the show. I really appreciate it. Thank you again, and you guys have a great night, and B-Dan has something to say.
Hey, I just want to give a shout out to this player because I know he's been wanting one, so I gotta give a shout out to Behe because I see him, posting on our forums. He always wants a shout out, and so shout out to Behe Swag. Now he's a blog too, so congrats on the blog too.
Congrats.
Thanks. Have a good night.
Thank you guys so much.